In this video, I'll be showing you 10 high converting ads that you need to run right now in 2025 for your e-com brand to scale more efficiently and more profitably. And if you're new here, my name is Vincent, I'm the founder of Chipper, and we help e-com brands scale to 6 and 7 figures a month with our identity hooking system, so you don't have to guess which ad is working and why it's working. So without further ado, let's dive straight into it. Also, if you want to have these 10 high converting ads, link is in the description. It's completely for free. They're templates that you can change yourself. But the biggest thing is that I'm gonna show you why they're working, right? Because if you're using something, you always have to know why it's working, so you're just not using it brainless. So as you can see, there's 10 different ads that we used for clients or that we know that are working. The first one is from a client who sold a golf stick, right? A golf training kit basically. And as you can see, the golf stick is a bit bendable. I still have it here, right? But the biggest thing is actually the headline as well as the golf stick itself. Because by using this creative, you're basically showcasing the product. You can also use a video with this. Basically, instead of the picture, you can use a video so that it is showcasing in action. That's the point of this video or this creative, is that you showcase a product in action as well as the desired result. So after doing a lot of research, we found out that a lot of people who play golf, it's a lot of times it's an ego thing, right? And we said, make your golf buddies ask what has changed. So most people struggle with their swing. They're not able to hit the ball properly or consistently. And by using this training method, you're able to basically hit the ball every single time. So that's a desire that a lot of people want. So what you can do is use this, use it as video or showcasing the product, and use desired outcome headlines or pain-driven headlines, right? The second one is for a silk bonnet that we basically promoted. Here's basically an us versus them or a before and after, right? As you can see on other brand versus Baldiva. With the results as well, our product, silky smooth hair, looking nice. The other product is like frizzy hair, tangles, the dryness, the breakage. So basically here, what you will be doing is have a headline, have the other brand versus yours, have your 5 or 4 benefits, and then have 4 pains that are basically counter-reacting. As you can see, frizzy, soft plus bouncy, tangles, effortless detangling, dryness, defined, breakage, strong and shiny. Because it's also basically showcasing the desired outcome, but also extra outcome. So the benefit of the benefit, because you have silky smooth hair, but it also looks soft and bouncy. It looks healthy, it's defined, it's strong and shiny, right? Second one, or the third one, is basically a feature pointed ad with a desired headline, right? An avatar of your person. So that's the biggest thing that I always see. Yesterday, I audited a client's ad account who was working with a big agency. And the first thing that I saw was that their ideal client are actually people or women between 50 to the 60s, but they were using 25 to 30-year-old women inside of their ads. That doesn't make sense because it's not who people identify with or resonate with, right? So in this case, we tested it because it was a Black-owned product. Most people, Black people use bonnets, right? Not necessarily white people, but so we tried to test it versus a white woman versus a Black woman, because that's the avatar as well as like all the USPs, as you can see. 100% dry bone berry silk, stop hair dryness, eliminate allergy. So it's basically the benefit of the benefit. But always use identity inside of your ads. The other ad is what we're seeing a lot is working pretty well. It's like a news article styled ad, right? With a headline that is super bold and then the reaction of somebody. She told me her boyfriend can last 5 times longer in bed thanks to treating his early climax with Hims. So it's like, oh my God, he can last 5 times longer, but it's also super bold and controversial headline. So don't be afraid to be controversial because it's a super simple ad. It states the benefit, lasting longer in bed. What's the solution? Hims, right? So it's always the desired outcome. She told me her boyfriend can last 5 times longer. That's the desired outcome of the women. They'll probably be targeting people or male people because it's also their desire to not have a climax earlier. And so they were also showcasing a facial expression of the desired outcome, right? You can use that, for example, for gym supplements where there's a super buff guy who's lifting a lot of weights, because that's also a desired outcome. So use identity, always use identity. It's either who the person are trying to become or who they're literally identifying with right now. The other one is again another version of us versus them from a brand called Gembies. As you can see, it's a more styled version of an us versus them, where there's like normal boxers, they don't have pockets, they can pinch you, and they can get you arrested if you don't wear pants too. The other one is also with social proof. You have 4,000 plus reviews, pockets to hold all of your stuff, no pinch, hand loose, workout, errands, just chill. They look like shorts. So that's a nice thing. It's also desired outcome plus the benefit of the benefit, right? Because they hold everything, there's no pinching, because it's just underwear, right? Another one that we sometimes use, this is also from another brand, but it's a really good ad. It's like UGC style of creatives, but you put it inside of a format of like big meme pages, like Lead Bible, 433 other pages, because it looks like an article that they wrote, right? So it's more native to the platform. So that's also a thing. Try to use UGC styled images or ads, because it bypasses people's mind that it's not really an ad. Just use your product, use a simple headline, right? As you can see as well, super going viral, so it's social proof. And here, the Unreal push-up leggings, so that's also a benefit because you want to feel sexy when you're wearing leggings, right? Women across the globe love them. Again, part of the tribe, I want to be part of the tribe, social proof. And then even to go even further on UGC styled content is this, just showcasing the product and then using captions that looks like you're basically using or that they're made from Instagram, the stories, etc. We tested it as well with another brand, the Bonnet brand. It's working super well because it looks super generic, like an influencer posted it. But that way people don't necessarily bypass it because you're like, okay, it doesn't look like an ad. You can also use videos for this. That's also a super good one. To use videos using the product or something with like a simple headline. The other one is Yule. Yule, super popular brand. It's a feature point out ad. Always use feature point outs. So a good headline, all the nutrients you need in one meal. Benefit, all the nutrients you need. Solution in just one meal. Here as well, even more social proof. 21 meals for €2.21 per meal. So that's showcasing that it's a super affordable product. And then here it has all the benefits again, right? The feature point out ads, a lot of times it's like, for example, with an iPhone, you might say like, oh, it has a good camera, longer battery, fast internet connection, etc. But use those features to create benefits, and from those benefits to create benefits of the benefits, right? Good camera is basically save your memories. High storage, for example, is save more memories. Longer battery lives, like being able to call with your friends longer, right? They're doing exactly the same here, like more protein than 5X, more omega-3 than a salmon fillet, more potassium than a banana, and more vitamin C than an orange. So they're playing into trends as well, because protein is super popular nowadays. So the next one isn't us versus them again, but more visually. So it's a bad banana or a rotten banana versus a nicer looking banana with advanced English versus normal English. You can do it as well, like your clock or your timepiece versus standard timepieces, right? With pricing. And the last one is clothing, because clothing, still a lot of people are not using statics for clothing or using them properly. As you can see, you use a model, use 3 or 4 different types of colors with the effortless summer style. That's also a benefit, right? Because people want to look good in the summer. They want to know that it's comfortable. And just use a model. You can use a video too where it's showcasing. I would highly recommend looking at Icon Amsterdam if you're running clothing ads, because they're testing a lot of different things. But for clothing, it doesn't need to look crazy. Most of the times people want to see if you have multiple colors. So that is it. Make sure to download these 10 high converting ecom ads. Link is in the description down below. And if you want us to help you scale your ecom store to 6 and 7 figures a month with our identity hooking system, click the link down below, book a call with us. We'd love to help you out. And without further ado, I'll see you in the next one.